Hello, my esteemed viewers. This is still BVI Channel 1, and I'm associated with Peters, and I'm bringing you once again one of our most eloquent and outspoken brother evangelist, Agbo. Hello, sir. You're welcome to today's edition of Matters Arising. Since last time, since the last time we had a discussion about the activities happening around the southeast, today a lot of things had happened. Matters have continued to arise, and will continue to seek out your voice and your opinion. Now,
matter has arisen this time.
All right, you know better. You know better because we're talking about the Fulani herdsmen menace and the plot by the federal government to allocate grazing lands to them in the southeast. What is your take on that?
Well, thank you very much, presenter, and thank you very much, listening audience, the global audience that is seeing the theatrical display taking place in Nigeria. Nigeria is like a theater. Sometimes it's like a theater of war. Sometimes it's like a theater of fun. Sometimes it's like Nigeria has turned into one big, gigantic abattoir, human abattoir. The blood of people spilled on the street every day, and it's looking like it's normal. From open grazing, where it looked like our fathers, the fathers of Igbo, either went to sleep or they wanted to be more like Nigerians instead of being in Igbo. They forgot Awolowo, who had said in his book, Path to Nigerian Freedom, that there is nobody called a Nigerian the way you find a Welsh, an Irish, or an English. That the word Nigeria is a mere geographical expression. But it does look like our own people wanted to be more Nigerian than Igbo. And so we opened up our spaces for what we call open grazing. Fulani cattle rearers, private economic drivers, people who are doing private business, just like my wife or brother hatches chicken, has a poultry. Private people, and they will move down with their cattle and then enter any forest anywhere they see, and they begin to graze. Unfortunately for us, from just entering mere forests, they started occupying farmlands. From occupying farmlands, they started carrying weapons, and from there they moved to the people started talking about a grazing bill that would have given the Fulani herdsmen power to choose anywhere, including my bedroom, if they find grass there, so that they will graze their cattle. And the uproar, especially in southern Nigeria, was deafening. And of course, they dropped that idea. And from open grazing to grazing bill, and from grazing bill, they are now talking about cattle colonies for the people who know only about colonization. And so it's really unfortunate that we allowed ourselves to get to this point where we are now talking about colonies, not of humans, but cattle. The southeast or Igbo land is being cattlerized, if you like. There is a cattlerization of Igbo land, where cattle have become more important, and yet they have a whole forest in Sambisa, and they cannot take the cattle there to go and graze. And it all boils down to, it does look like they're executing a script, and they will use all manner of strategies to execute that script. But I guess everything depends on us. If we want our children to suffer the same humiliation we suffered, the choice is ours.
Thank you very much. You've talked a lot about this cattle rearing, the cattle colony to colonization. Now, it seems that the Fulanis are holding on to power so strongly. And the irony of the whole thing is that in head count, they are in the minority. Because from what we have seen in many other countries, you don't see population growing from the desert region. Population is growing, will always grow, or at large, from the we say sub-Saharan or rainforest area, the green areas. That's where more populations are found. Then as you're going towards the desert, you have lesser population. But in Nigeria, it is the other way around, where people in the desert are more in population than people that are living in the green land. Found in the southeast, that is where you have green areas. But in the north, you have more or less the desert region. Now, why is it? Is it a concern to you and to Igbo that they are being ruled by majority in terms of voting attitude of our people? What do you think an Igbo man or the Igbo people or the Southeasterners or even the Southerners in general, talking about the Southwest, the Southeast, the so-called South, and the rest of them, what do you think they can do in order to turn things around and reflect their true population with their voting power? What do you think they can do?
I've said this severally at several fora, either on radio and television. But I've not seen this kind of demography anywhere in the world. That if you check demographies from other countries, when you're approaching the desert, the population will begin to thin out. It's only Nigeria where population increases as you approach the desert. The very first census in colonial Nigeria conducted in 1919, the East was far majority. By 1929, when another census was collected and the official results were released in 1931, there was a tilt. Those who were first now became second, and they arranged it in that order. But we must make a distinction, very sharp one, between the Fulani and the Hausa. The Hausa people are part of especially the Kanem Borno area. They were part of the original people that were part of Nigeria before the Ottoman Soldiers jihad in 1804. Before that jihad, these people were there on their own. They existed. If you see the kind of thing that is taking place in Kaduna, the southern Kaduna and the northern part, you see that it is the original owners of the land, the Hausas, that are also being muzzled. But we always make the mistake of saying the Hausa Fulani, because they appear to have integrated them, using the instrumentality of religion. Of course, if this country were to say that Nigeria has an owner, you know that it has to be an Igbo that will be the owners of Nigeria. We have spent 1,000 years here before the Yorubas arrived. We have run the Ado Empire, where you have the Ado Empire that we ran, where we have the Ado stew, that we now call Oni. It wasn't Oni of Ife, it was Ogene Ife. That was the original title. And we have spent 1,000 years, over 1,000 years before the Yorubas arrived. It was that battle they call Ogidu Noba. If you read Adonidu, History of Igbo Origin, written by B.O.N. Eluwa, a book he started writing since 1934. It was published in 1988. After he had died, he spent over 50 years to write the book. He had done a research to show that we migrated from the West to where we are now. So if Nigeria is to have an owner, it should be the Igbo that should be owners of Nigeria. Not only did we arrive first, but when it comes to developing this land, this country called Nigeria, Ndi Igbo has done more than develop it. You will not believe that after they slaughtered 37,000 in 1966, we still went back, and today we have over 44 trillion naira investment in the north. The best hotel in the whole of northern Nigeria is owned by an Igbo man. The best hotel in Lagos is owned by an Igbo man. We must always continue to develop. So we have developed this country, we are right first, and we have made more sacrifices in terms of saving this wobbling republic. We have made more sacrifices to ensure that this republic does not collapse. Each time there is a problem, and we are the ones who will always suffer. And that's why I've always told my people, until we go get power, nobody fights anymore with bombs and bullets in 2018. It doesn't make sense. It is power that is in the parliament. That's what we need to use. And we don't need to start from Abuja. We can start by taking over our own political territory, our own territory. So that if you want to have a governor, the governor will not go to the north or west to obtain blessing before he can be governor. When the people rises with people's power, even political power will have to be arrested at itself. We need a brand of a Nigerian spring. You remember the Northern Spring? The Arab Spring, sorry. The Jasmine Revolution. We need a version of it. We need a version of the Arab Spring where the people will take over their own territory. The people will take over power on their own, by themselves, regardless of who is in charge. There is an extent to the number of people you can kill. You can't kill everybody. It's because of fear. And you know, the Igbo man as a person hates blood. He doesn't like shedding the blood of people. Because blood is the fundamental indices of life. And that's why they subject themselves to all manner of ill treatments in a bid to avoid trouble and to maintain peace. But there is always, every rubber has an elastic limit. There is always an elasticity where it will get to. So beyond acquiring political power is good. But if this political power, if they hold on to it so tenaciously that they don't want to release it, one day the people will just rise up like one man. That's what happened in Tunisia. The guy just went and poured his fuel upon himself and set himself ablaze. He said, I'm a graduate and I'm pushing carts containing fruits. And the army had the audacity and the effrontery to come and beat me up. And he just set himself ablaze, and a revolution started that consumed Libya, consumed Tunisia, consumed Egypt. So we need our own version of the Arab Spring. Otherwise, there is no other way, because these people are hell-bent. Look at second tenor is the name of the game. Now everybody is pushing for second tenor, and all resources are being mobilized. All manner of gimmicks are being used just because you want to be governor. For crying out loud. Do you need to suffer, intimidate, blackmail, frighten your own people because you want to rule over them? It's annoying.
All right, sir. All right, sir. What's your advice in a jiffin? What's your advice to Ndibo and our viewers at large?
It's better for us to arise and take our destiny in our hands. We have had enough, and there is no other way to do it. We need to take over our territory. There are things we can get if we politically take over our territory and control it. No more, no less.
Thank you so much. My viewers, you have heard it and you have seen it. We will continue to bring you programs that will inform you very well. And that is it on BVI Channel 1. We see it, we say it without missing word. Thank you for watching this far. For those who have ears, let them hear. I think at this time, our people should rise up to the occasion and bido mgbe chide chobewu oji before chijie. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't forget to download our apps. From the link description, you will see all our app links. Download them and install them. You have all your information at the tips of your finger. Thank you for watching. I am Asochined Peters. Stay safe and God bless.